What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while and I apologize for that. I also apologize if the lighting isn't the best right here, but kind of was out and about and I wanted to do this video. I kind of taken a little bit of a hiatus, which I've made videos, but I just didn't think that they were good enough to be edited and put up. But with that being said, I'm going to go over the main subject of this. There's kind of be like two subjects of this video. One will be the vehicle that's right here and probably going to be the title, and then I want to go over kind of future plans that I have with the 240s and what's kind of going to go on there. So first things first, I'm going to show everyone this. You can see that it's the back of it, but this is my new to me truck. I needed a truck for kind of obvious stuff, like just towing the 240 to drift events, as well as any motorcycle stuff that we're gonna go to. And I may even was tossing around the ideas of getting some jet skis, so maybe in the summertime we can have some like lake stuff or some beach stuff as well. But this is my new to me 2007 Ram 1500 Mega Cab. I'm gonna show it off a little bit. Again, sorry the lighting, I was over there watching it, but someone pulled up as I was getting ready to do it. Like from this video. It's a little beat up here and there, but the body has 208,000 miles now. It had 207,000 when we got it, but I've put over 1,000 miles on it already, including towing my 240, which it did great. Which I was thinking, like, I didn't know in this market. I had like a budget of around 10 grand, and it's kind of hard to find a truck for that price, like under 200,000. But this one had a motor swap done in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And the owner, I have the paperwork for the shop that did it, as well as the mileage of the engine, and it had like 84,000 miles on it. So it should have roughly 95,000 miles on it right now. He said that he only put about 10,000 miles on it. He wasn't too mechanically inclined, so there's really no way he didn't seem like he was lying to us or anything like that. And so far, I've had no issues with it. When we bought it, the AC compressor, he said wasn't working, or he said the AC wasn't working, and he said it was a pressure switch. He bought a pressure switch, but on the way home, I noticed that like we didn't have, I think we had the AC like on, just by like default. We really didn't think anything of it, and I was like, wow, this outside air is way colder than it should be, because it was like 70 degrees. And turns out the AC compressor just started working, so didn't do anything to that, just started working. Then he said the four-wheel drive, it needed like something inside of it, but they replaced the actuator, I guess what it would be called, since this is a four-wheel drive, like electronically controlled. And we got home, he'd unplugged it, we plugged it back up, and now four-wheel drive just works fine. So not quite sure what he meant there, but kind of glad everything works. I'll show you the interior. I still got some stuff in here just from like daily driving it and whatnot. It's gonna be, yeah, kind of hard to see, but the seats are in pretty good condition considering for what they are. I guess there was a small rip there that he repaired, but like floors, the carpet, you really can't see. It's not stained. There's like a couple stains, but we'll go around to the front seat. And about the only spot was that right there. There's a rip, but they had these Carhartt seat covers on it. But like the dash is not cracked or anything. And that was another thing. He had a DVD player back here, but it really hasn't been a bother. I have the light and everything for it. I just have yet to install it. Just kind of look over it. And I've always loved this style, the updated style headlights like this. And I've always loved the mega cabs. So the only thing that's lacking on this truck that would make it a dream truck would be the Cummins and it being manual. But even just having the Cummins in it would make it more of like a dream towing rig. But yeah, still super happy I got this truck. Really haven't had, the only kind of downside of having a truck is obviously putting in the fuel. It was like, whenever I bought it, he'd already bought another truck, so it was just like a spare truck. And it was like $86 to fill it up. But overall, it doesn't seem that bad. The only thing that I was worried about with these trucks is when I looked it up, apparently the 1500s have the MDS system, which is the kind of like displacement on demand, where it'll shut 4 cylinders off. But the more research that I did, the more I figured out that the mega cabs, since they're essentially built on a 2500 chassis, they did not have the MDS. So I'm assuming that this motor doesn't either, because it kind of wouldn't make sense to just grab like any. I would think that it would be electronically controlled, so even the ECU and stuff wouldn't allow it to work. But yeah, I haven't felt it shut off, and the gas mileage does not look like it has been shutting off. So yeah, that is kind of like the first part of this video. The second part is me just wanting to go over kind of what the future holds for the 240s. If you've seen my shorts at all, I'm gonna see if I can't put this here. If you've seen my shorts at all throughout the past couple days, like few days, FTD happened and I did not film. I filmed a little bit on the first day when we got there, and then didn't film anything on an actual camera the second day, which would have been better for everything that we had going on, but I didn't. I just kind of dropped the ball there. Really didn't have any issue. I didn't have any issues except for my drop shaft was a little loose, which could have been a bigger issue, but we kind of caught it at a good time. So we went and got some bolts and stuff and got that fixed, got that back out there. I did do tandems the third day, which I felt a lot more comfortable with and whatnot. So hopefully next year, if everything goes well, I can get to doing more tandems. But on to kind of the big thing. The current drift car, I will be pulling the drivetrain out of, as well as some suspension parts, swapping it over to my very first S chassis, my original S13 hatch that's kind of been down for 4 or 5 years. Since probably about 2020-ish. I rebuilt the KA, and then we put it in there, had issues with it running. It finally ran, and I was driving it around, and then one day going home, I revved it, and it spun a bearing. So I pulled the motor, and it's been sitting like that ever since. So with me wanting to kind of get into drifting more and do a lot more, there's really no need for me to have 2 cars when I can just kind of put all of my resources and time and effort into one car and just make it as nice as possible and still drive it. So I'm going to pull, like I said, the RB out, and that's going to go into that car, as well as some suspension stuff like the 5-lug, the angle kit, and the diff and all that. It's probably going to go over to the original car. I'm going to be repainting it, doing some other stuff like getting, I won't be using the inline hydro again. I'm kind of got tired of messing that. We've bled it so many times and it still won't lock up. So I'm just going to go to the dual caliper setup. And kind of the biggest hang up as of right now is I want to rebuild the RB, mainly kind of refresh it, but with what's kind of happened with the dropping the coil pack bolt in the motor, kind of damaging a little bit of the head of the piston. Don't know if I should just kind of build it a little bit, maybe with new pistons. But when I was looking it up, if I do pistons, I have to, you know, bore it out to at least a 78.5 millimeter bore, because they come stock 78, I think that's what it said, 78 millimeters. So I'd have to drill it out, get it kind of done that way, and then if I do that, because I want to also upgrade turbo and the intake as well, so that's gonna cost some money. So I've reached out to several companies just to, you know, say, hey, maybe we would want for a sponsor, and so far it's not been good. But we're gonna keep on going. ISR gave me like a little bit of a code to maybe help, and Juki sounds like they would probably kind of help, maybe get a package deal, but it's not looking good. So I don't know. I may just put it in there, get the car ready, and then see where we're at, kind of where we are in the season. If it's still got enough time to where I could probably save up some money and buy those parts and do that, then I will do that. Otherwise, try and run the entire 2025 planned events and all that with the RB in its current state. So yeah, that's kind of the plan, but I do plan on documenting us doing everything. I think we'll be starting it, or I know I'm at least gonna go out there and try to get everything situated and set up probably this week, and I will be filming that as well, so we can have hopefully more content rolling in and out and be doing more. But yeah, that's kind of the update and kind of what's going on recently. I'm still thinking about doing just kind of compiling all the drifting clips together and putting them out as one video, but not quite sure yet. But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment what you would like to see below. I'm gonna try to get back to doing the motorcycle stuff as well. Things have been kind of hectic and I've been kind of lazy as well, but things are slowing down. As long as it doesn't get too cold, I'll probably do that. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting me. We're almost to, I think, 100 subscribers now. I didn't really think I'd get that far, so let's see if we can't get to 100 by maybe the end of the year. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.